Being able to keep your barrel in the hitting zone for a long time is the key that all great hitters have in having success, consistency, and the ability to be able to hit the ball hard in game. And that's something that takes a long time for a lot of young hitters to be able to master and develop. What's up, guys? My name's Carson Lee, owner of OPAJ's Baseball, and I'm here to make you guys a better baseball player and help you become a college prospect so that you can go play college baseball. And I'm going to help you guys become a better hitter right now. One of the things that I like to talk about my hitters about, my whole hitting philosophy centers around us being in the zone. Whether you are a old school guy that wants to be hands to the ball, knob to the ball, or you're the new school teacher man style guy that thinks that you gotta create a coil, tilt, drop, and do whatever they do on that move. My philosophy centers around no matter what your hitting style is, if my barrel's in the zone for a long time, I have this point for where my hands are at as markers. If I have this long where I'm in the zone, I have adjustability. Because if I'm on time, now I'm going to crush the baseball because I'm already behind it. I have bat speed. I'm going to be in a strong contact point whenever I make contact. If I'm early, I can still catch the ball out here. Say if it's, I'm fooled on like an off-speed pitch and everything's moving forward, crashing forward, and I'm just throwing my hands. Well, if I'm still in the zone out here and I'm not making this movement, I'm going to be able to adjust and possibly get like a little, Texas leaguer and drop it into the outfield, or I might be able to still drive it and hit it hard. If I'm late, I'm getting blown up by a fastball, but I'm getting deep in the zone back here. Maybe I catch that ball here and I hit it down the first base line. Yeah, maybe it's foul, more than likely, because I'm catching it so deep. I'm catching it behind me. So that's a two-strike fight pitch, right, where I'm able to stay alive because I'm fighting in the box to be able to give myself another chance because I have so much time in the zone. Or maybe I'm able to shoot it down the line. But if I'm in the zone, it gives myself adjustability. And that's how you're able to hit velo and hit guys that have good off-speed stuff and that can throw multiple pitches for strikes and command them, which is what's going to happen as you guys go to the higher levels and pitchers continue to get better, because pitchers are always going to be better than hitters, always going to be farther ahead than hitters. What I like to explain to my hitters, tell my hitters the thought that I try to create with them, and I'm going to show you guys this from a side view. When we get in our stance and we go through our load and our stride, you guys have all heard we want to create separation, right? We want to get to a loaded point where we're in a strong position to be able to explode and drive through the baseball. I want to think about like I'm going to punch through, like I'm trying to knock the ball out. I'm not just trying to tap it, I'm trying to knock it out. So I want to get that top hand, that barrel, that bat, everything. I want to get it cocked back here where I'm ready to fire. But that also means I want to get separated from this point out here with my front foot. Those are my 2 points. I have a band from my front foot to my right hand, and that stretch, that tension. So that space, okay? That's the word I'm using. That is space. I'm creating space by creating this tension in my load and in that resistance. I can feel it across my body. It's a counter move from my upper half to my lower half where they're working against each other. Once I create that space, now once the pitcher throws the ball and it gets to my point of contact, which I should think about if I'm going to be perfect, hit the ball, in that perfect contact point, I want to think about that contact point being off of my front foot. So that's the pitch down the middle that I'm hitting right off the pitcher's head. So for context of this video, that's what we're going to use. But your contact point, whether it's in, middle, or away, with that space that I created from top hand to bottom to stride foot, I'm now trying to close that space as quick as possible. So what I'm thinking about is the knob. If I'm in my loaded, my launch point, from here to say contact there, how quick can I get? And then barrel at contact. And that's right there off my front foot. So that was my space. How quick am I closing it? Same concept of if you were closing a door. You're slamming a door. Don't even think about closing a door, slamming a door. That door swings open to you. Are you going to slam it like this and just like barely push it? Or are you going to come back and boom, slam it as hard as you can? You're going to use your whole body to slam that thing shut, right? So same thing here. I'm trying to create as much space between that point where I'm going to make contact in my top hand and then get the knob right there to that contact point, because wherever that knob goes, that barrel is going to follow. So if I get the knob to contact, here comes the barrel, and I'm closing that space as quick as I can. My hands are still back, so they're connected to my backside. Now the barrel gets in the zone, stays in the zone, it's in the zone at contact, and I can work through the front of the zone, have good extension, and be able to put backspin on the ball. So whenever you guys are hitting, that's a concept that I want you guys to start thinking about. Whenever I'm in my stance and I take my load, that's a stretch. Be slow with it. Allow yourself to feel it. Now from this point, that knob has got to go right there off the shoulder to the ball. Barrel lays behind you. What I look for in videos is if the barrel's flat like this, then as I turn and rotate, because the weight's here, it's naturally going to fall below my hands, and it's going to line up parallel with my shoulders. That's what we want. So we're not trying to close that space by pushing our hands forward. We're allowing them to turn, knob gets to the ball, and then the barrel's there. And that's closing that space. Again, this is more of a thought process, an emphasis, a feel that you guys can use. I really believe that hitting, while we can do all the drills in the world, a lot of it does just come down to feel. Finding what our feel is, finding what the adjustment words are that we need to use, the cue words that connect with us, that allow us to make the adjustments in our swing that we're trying to use to be as short and quick to the ball as we can. So try this out next time you guys are hitting. Think about creating space and closing space as quick as you can while you're over the plate in the zone, and then be able to work back through the front of the zone, hard contact, staying through the ball with backspin. That's what we want to do. We want to catch barrels and drive balls with backspin. I hope this helps you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if it does help. If there's anything else you want to see me make a video on, leave a comment below. Let me know what that is, and I'll see you guys next time.